Hey, this is RonnygoBOOM, and I'm here with Nifty Maniac, one of the admins on my server, to show off the new bounty system. So, a bounty is something you can place on a player with your own money in order to entice other players to try to kill that player. So, for example, if I wanted to check the bounty on my own head, I could type /bounty, and it'll show me that if someone kills me, people paid $7,004 to have me killed. Now, I could place a bounty by typing /setBounty on Nifty Maniac. So you type /setBounty and then the player's name and then the amount of money you want to spend on their bounty. I'd like to spend $1,000 on Nifty Maniac's bounty. And it looks like he already had a bounty of $1, so now the new total is $1,001. Now, the first person to kill Nifty Maniac will get his head coin as usual, but they'll also get a share of that bounty. So I'm going to try it right now. I'm going to kill Nifty Maniac, and I should get half the bounty. Excellent. And I get the head coin as usual. I got his bounty, and I actually got half of the bounty that I spent back on Nifty. But the cool thing about the bounty system is it can't be abused. The reason that he can't just have an ally kill him and then get the money is because every time I kill him, if he has a bounty on his head, he loses about 45% of that bounty. So his balance was actually reduced when we did this. Here's how it works. Let's say I put a bounty of $1,000 on Nifty's head. And let's say Ham Lee kills Nifty to collect that bounty. When Nifty dies, Ham Lee gets 45% of the bounty that I spent. So Ham Lee would get $450 and Nifty's balance would actually get deducted by $500. The reason this works is because the player paying for the bounty doesn't care who kills him or how much money they get. They just care that Nifty dies. It acts as a great economy sink for the server, but it's not overpowered. Lee still gets money for the kill, and Nifty really doesn't want to be killed. The reason we do this is because we don't want alts or faction members to be able to kill members of their own faction for a benefit. Let's say an enemy faction puts a bounty on your head, you just have a faction member kill you and you gain all the bounty. That's like your enemy faction giving you money. That's not how we wanted the system to work, and that's why we have it set up like this. The problem is they could just keep putting bounties on your head and your balance could keep going down and down and down and down, possibly even into the negatives. And that's because we planned on having this event. And now I'm going to tell you about the event that I'm pretty excited about. We're going to have a dungeon building event where we need to have a dungeon built to be the location to have the bounty lifted from your head. I'm thinking something along the lines of like a security base or like maybe a secret military underground bunker that you can break into to have the bounty removed from your head. You can build this in your own single-player or multiplayer creative flat world and post screenshots or a YouTube video on the forums. The winner is going to receive a siege block, the very first on the server, and that's actually a really big deal. We're going to be implementing a new alternative to raiding, and that's the siege block system. If you have a siege block, every once in a while a siege will occur at your base, and siege coins will start falling from the sky. Your base will become the target of the entire server to come to try to fight over siege coins. Siege coins can be used to get amazing rewards, really cool brand new items, temporary buffs, and even more siege blocks. The faction with the most siege blocks is going to be the envy of the server. And it's very important because the only way to get siege coins is through a siege. So to have the first siege block on the server is a huge advantage. I'll explain siege blocks in more detail in a later video, but for now, let me just tell you that this event is going to be awesome. We're looking for a giant PvP type area, not a PvE dungeon, but a place with lots of nooks and crannies for players to hide and stake out players who would be trying to remove their bounty. This is how I think of it. Player comes in trying to remove their bounty and get to the end of the tunnel, but lying in wait for them are 3 players in full diamond armor ready to ambush them for their bounty. The event will end on July 10th. That's a Sunday, 2 weeks from now. I really hope to see some awesome builds, and I can't wait to see what you guys can come up with. And now I want to take a second to give a shout out to Nifty Maniac. He's an admin on our server and he puts so much time and work into the server. He works so hard to make it an awesome place, and I gotta say, he's done an awesome job. He's totally turned the server around. He's fixed the lag issues, he's completely reformed the community. The staff love him. I, as the owner, am so grateful for Nifty Maniac. We have tons of other great staff too. Heaven's Hero, Hamley makes great videos. So many great staff. I can't say them all individually right now, but I'm going to pretty soon because I'm just so grateful for the amount of work and the amount of time that everybody puts into this server. Thank you so much to the players who are making this the most fun server I've ever played on, and I can't wait to see what comes next.